gonna take it.
And we're not gonna take it.
I'm not gonna take it.
I'm not gonna take it.
Why doesn't Penn have a real student union like other schools do?
Unlike every other major university in the country, the University of Pennsylvania doesn't have a real student union. The administration will tell you it's Houston Hall, but if you can tell me that the last time you hung out there on a Friday afternoon with your friends, I'd be pretty surprised. As president, I'll make sure that having a real student union on campus where students can come together and hang out and socialize becomes a major priority of the administration moving forward.
And I'm just not going to take it anymore.
Why don't we have late night dining on campus?
The UA has addressed late night dining before, but so far all we've gotten are extended hours at Mark's Cafe in Van Pelt. We've been out working on this issue for a long time, and it's finally time for us to get results. Let's have real late night dining on the east side of campus where freshmen live, and on the west side of campus where off-campus students live.
And then we're not gonna take it.
Why hasn't Penn done enough about school spirit? And what are you going to do about it?
To boost school spirit, I'll raise the attendance at athletic events by changing unfair ticketing policies, and at performing arts events by making sure that performing arts groups have the adequate space they deserve that bring people in.
Why haven't we fixed the unfair housing allocation process?
The fact that there are still upperclassmen getting screwed over in the housing allocation process is ridiculous. I'll work with the housing department, which I have a lot of experience with, having changed the move-out deadline several years ago, to make sure that this is fixed in the future. I'll also continue upon a project that I'm working on right now to make sure that students who study abroad, when they return, get the housing they deserve.
I'm not going to take it anymore.
We're paying more than $50,000 in tuition. What are we getting out of it?
As the university continues to ask students to raise money for the Penn Fund and to use students' accomplishments to bring more money into the school, I want to make sure that we get some stuff back too. As president, I'll work to increase UA funding and in turn SAC funding so that SAC groups are better funded. In addition, I will work to make sure there's a legal mechanism to fund all political, religious, and charitable groups on campus.
I'm not going to take it.
And why hasn't more been done to preserve the independence of the Greek system?
The UA and IFC have worked to make sure that there are no live-in RAs or GAs right now. But I'll make sure as president that OFSA knows that live-in GAs are unacceptable.
And I'm not going to take it.
What are you going to do to help engineers?
I'm going to reform the advising system in the engineering school. In addition, I'm going to make sure that engineers actually have a lounge space on the east side of campus where they can go in between classes to socialize. Furthermore, I'm going to tackle the major problem of there being no engineering software in the college house computer labs. I'll make sure that every computer is retrofitted so that engineers can use them for their homework.
So I'm a history and poli-sci major. Why are there only so few classes that fulfill the math and science requirements?
Because the sector system is broken. Let's change the science sector so that there are more choices for students to take. Every class at Penn should count for something.
I'm not going to take it!
What are you gonna do to help international students?
International students make up an important part of the Penn community. As president, I'll make sure that we finally tackle the problem of need-blind financial aid for international students so they can have the same opportunity the rest of students here at Penn.
And I'm not going to take it anymore.
Why doesn't the administration care about what I want?
Sometimes administrators do care, but they need to be pushed. Like we've learned from our push for late night dining and for putting 100% of syllabi online, going into administrators and meetings with just a survey and a smile doesn't always cut it. Perfect example is right here for these elevators. I'm waiting around for a long time because they're just getting fixed right now, but they didn't get fixed until students stood up and acted together to push for change. I'm going to leverage the power of 10,000 students here at this university to make sure that the changes you want get done.
I'm John Rodriguez. I'm Andrew Long. I'm Danny Ardella.
I'm Meredith Perry.
I'm Francesco Perez.
I'm Ronald Venkateshwar.
I'm Kate Gutterman.
Jared Kennedy. I'm Jackie Jeffers.
I'm Evan Phillipson.
I'm Evan Claudio. I'm Darwin Desai.
I'm Drew.
I'm Steve Way.
I am Becca.
I am Deepak Brown.
And we're not going to take it.
And we're not going to take it. And I'm not going to take it anymore. And I'm not going to take it anymore.
I'm not going to take it.
We're not going to take it. I'm not going to take it.
I'm not going to take it.
I'm not going to take it.
And that's why I'm voting for. And that's why I'm voting for Grant Dubler.
Grant Dubler.
Grant Dubler.
Grant Dubler.
Grant Dubler.
Grant Dubler.
Grant Dubler. Grant Dubler.
Grant Dubler. Grant Dubler.
I'm Grant Dubler, and I'm running for UA president because I know that Penn students just can't take it anymore.